From Andrew Haig, director of Weekend, we got Looking, an HBO series that in July 23rd will release a TV movie to end the story of three gay men living in modern San Francisco. If you forgot about the only 2 seasons, we're going to do a recap for you. In Season 1, we meet Patrick, the boy next door kind of guy who works as a video game designer and is looking for love. After a bad date, he meets Richie, a Latino hairdresser. Later, they start dating, but Patrick ruins it when he says that he thought Richie was uncut. Patrick meets Kevin, his new gay boss, and almost immediately falls for him, but he's trying to make amends with Richie and start a relationship. Patrick invites Richie to his sister's wedding, but his anxieties play bad to Richie, who just walks away. At the wedding, Patrick finds out that his sister is friends with Kevin's boyfriend, John, and they meet at the ceremony. That same day, Patrick confronts his mother and tells her that he's always looking for boyfriends that she would approve. That's where he learns that his mother is dealing with issues of her own. After talking to his mother, Patrick finds a drunk Kevin in the bathroom and he kisses Patrick. At the end of the season, Kevin and Patrick get more intimate and the relationship with Richie comes to an early and bitter ending. Augustine is an aspiring artist and one of Patrick's roommates. He works as an artist assistant, and at the beginning of the season, he moves with his boyfriend to Oakland and they have a threesome with the boy who works with Augustine at his boss's gallery. Augustine fights with his boss and gets fired. While he decides what to do with his life, he meets CJ, a sex worker who he later hires for an art project. This art project ends with Augustine's relationship, which leaves him high and back at Patrick's. Dom is a waiter at Zuni and he lives with Doris, his fellow Modesto native. After an awful encounter with an ex, Dom decides to change his life by opening a new restaurant. At a bathhouse, he meets Lynn, a mature florist who later introduces Dom to possible investors for his dream restaurant project. In the end, Lynn helps Dom to open a restaurant. The second season of Looking starts 2 months after the events of the first season. Patrick is having an affair with Kevin, who is still with John, so he doesn't want anyone to know. After seeing Kevin and John together and happy at a farmer's market, he decides to break up with Kevin. Patrick also tries to be friends with Richie, who is dating someone new. One day, Richie needs to do some errands and Patrick helps him. Patrick ends up confessing that he slept with Kevin the day they broke up. Later, Patrick goes to Modesto with Doris and Dom, where he has a meltdown. At his return, he finds Kevin waiting for him at home. Kevin tells him that he broke up with John because he wants to be with him. The relationship turns serious after Gamer X, when Patrick says, "I love you," and Kevin... At the end of the season, Patrick moves to a new place with Kevin, but things get awkward when Patrick has a discussion with Kevin about how serious the relationship is going to be. With his heart broken, he goes to Richie's barber shop and asks him to cut his hair. In this second season, Augustine starts dating Eddie, a sassy HIV-positive bear that helps trans homeless children in the San Francisco shelter. In the beginning, Eddie is reluctant of having a relationship with Augustine, but the latter proves that he's ready for it. This relationship brings the best of Augustine. Dom is trying to follow his dreams about opening a restaurant. He ends his open relationship with Lynn because he doesn't want what Dom wants. When Doris's dad dies, he leaves some money and Doris offers it to Dom so he can open his spot, but a delay with the money ends with their friendship.